There was a point where I felt like I was running on fumes. No matter how much I slept, I woke up tired. No matter how much I pushed myself, I felt stuck. Burnt out, unmotivated, like life was just passing me by. If you're there right now, I want you to know I get it. And I promise it doesn't have to stay this way. Today, I'm sharing the 5 simple health habits that pulled me out of burnout and reignited my energy, physically, mentally, and emotionally. These aren't fancy hacks or unrealistic routines. They're practical shifts that saved my health when I was running on empty. 1. I started moving, but not the way you think. When I was exhausted and unmotivated, the last thing I wanted to do was work out. But I learned something important. Movement isn't about burning calories. It's about releasing stress. So instead of intense workouts, I started small and 15-minute walks in fresh air. Gentle yoga. Stretching in silence. Just getting my body out of a chair. And that changed everything. It cleared the fog in my mind, released tension in my body, and helped me feel like myself again. You don't need a gym, you just need to move. If you're into real, relatable health content that's about actually feeling better, not just looking better, hit that subscribe button. I'm sharing everything that's helped me get my life back on track. 2. I prioritized sleep like my life depended on it because it did. I used to treat sleep as optional, something I'd get to when everything else was done. But burnout taught me, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. I committed to 7 to 8 hours a night, every night. And I fixed my habits to make it happen. No screens after 9 p.m. Cool, dark bedroom. Same sleep and wake times. Herbal tea and wind-down rituals. Within a week, my mood improved. Within 2, I had more energy than I'd felt in months. If you're skipping sleep, you're skipping the cure. 3. I cleaned up my diet, one small step at a time. Burnout made me crave junk. Fast food, sugar, caffeine, anything for quick energy. But that energy? It crashed just as fast. I didn't go extreme. I started by adding 1 clean meal a day. Then I swapped soda for water. Then I added greens and healthy fats, avocado, nuts, olive oil. The result? More stable energy, fewer crashes, and slowly my brain fog started lifting. Your fuel matters more than you think. If this is hitting home for you, take a second now and subscribe. We're building a space here for people who are tired of feeling tired and ready to take their power back. 4. I created a morning routine that was just for me. Burnout often feels like waking up and immediately reacting to life. Emails, notifications, problems. So I changed my mornings. I started waking up 30 minutes earlier, just for me. I used that time to breathe, journal, stretch, set an intention, or just sip my tea without distractions. This one habit gave me a sense of control, and that helped me feel less anxious, less reactive, and more grounded throughout the day. 5. I got brutally honest about my stress. Burnout doesn't happen because you're weak. It happens when your nervous system has been on overdrive for too long. I started tracking my stress triggers. I noticed patterns. Too much screen time, no breaks, saying yes when I should have said no. So I made small changes. 5-minute breath breaks, saying no without guilt, scheduling white space on my calendar, disconnecting from work at a hard stop time. When I honored my limits, my body finally exhaled, and the burnout began to lift. Which of these habits do you feel you need the most right now? Drop a comment. I'd love to know where you're at. I asked for help. This isn't talked about enough. When I was at my lowest, I isolated. I thought I had to fix it all alone. But healing started when I reached out. To friends, to mentors, even to professionals when needed. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Burnout thrives in silence, but it breaks when we speak up. If you're burnt out and unmotivated, don't wait for it to get better on its own. Try these 5 health habits. Gentle movement. Prioritize real sleep. Clean fuel, 1 meal at a time. A morning routine that fills you. And a hard look at your stress triggers. These shifts might look simple, but they are powerful. They saved me, and they can save you too. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it today.